My name is Viken, founder and the CEO of Hedpay, that's sponsoring this event, basically. And short to the story is a bank, to evolution between the traditional bank and the crypto bank. That's it.
Hi, my name is Steven Iliads. I work at PNV Group, which is a general insurer in Belgium, working in car insurance, home insurance, life insurance for both private and business customers.
Hi, I'm Julian Migura. I work with Bazant, and we're providing a blockchain as a service technology very much focused on payments.
Yep. My name is Sam Chitouf. I work for Van der Lande Industries BV. We build baggage handling systems for airports, but also for big distribution centers. And I'm the treasury manager.
Okay, so it'll be interesting to talk to you more about treasury management going forward. But Viken, you mentioned a bank. What does that mean in crypto world?
Well, in the world, bank means that there is someone trusted with your money and is managing your money. In the crypto world, you're entrusted to your money and you manage your own money. What we are trying to do is create this decentralized bank that can function normally with the fiat money as well.
So you would clients would be able to have an account in which they can hold both their crypto and fiat as a general wealth management tool? Or?
No. Traditional banking, you can hold your euros, dollars, pounds, whichever currency, and you can hold within the same platform, same system, your cryptos, and at the same time you can exchange it instantly and use your money or your crypto.
Interesting, so the flexibility. And do you need a banking license for that?
Of course. And we're banking with Moorwand, and they are providing our banking BIN, cards, and all the 9 yards of a bank.
And what stage are you at now?
Operational.
Interesting. In all over Europe?
Europe and UK currently, and we're looking into Asia to be partnering with the Union Pay to be using their systems, and that covers all Asia. In the same time, we're looking into Middle East to license from the UAE. Next month flying to North America to cover North American also.
Interesting, different regulatory framework there as well.
Yeah, but if you go through the traditional KYC and the regulatory route, that's hard enough, but easy afterwards to bring in the crypto, because the crypto fight with the banks is basically on the KYC and the AML, and the rest is easy.
Interesting. Thank you for clarifying that. Bringing crypto banking services to cryptocurrencies, and you're focusing mainly on the public blockchains. Can you see a future in the not too distant time horizon where you have public and private blockchains interacting?
Yes, obviously.
And what would that look like, in your opinion?
Well, it is already in public use. So all these developers, everybody is using the system. So it will be more like you're using any computer today. Everybody will be using it and forget what the sense of it. Okay, but it will be on a daily base use case for everything, because it provides basically transparency and accuracy. From, like Sam explained about the banking, okay, it will provide you exactly where the money is, from who came and where it's going and what's the cost. So there is no overhead in it. So any use case will be based on the same structure.
And the tying into private blockchains that are running within businesses.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
How do you see privacy? I mean, transparency is some double-edged sword when it comes to finance.
Honestly, when you go on the net, okay, there is no more privacy. Privacy these days is between your four walls, that's all. Closed walls.
But in finance, you do need some sort of privacy by law in a lot of jurisdictions.
That's to the front desk privacy, but in the background there is no privacy. Everybody can see everything, especially if it is on the blockchain.
And do you think that that is something that the regulators will get their head around?
Yeah, that's what they want.
Yes, that is a fair point, except the current law does forbid that in certain extent, especially if you're looking at the institutional side. We're talking B2B payments, for
Yeah,
instance.
the laws and the payment through the, how to say, the privacy point of it, it's basically how to use this data or this information, how secure you can keep it, and how private you can use what you have. That's the point.
So of the jurisdictions that you operate in, which has been the easiest so far?
None.
None. Nothing easy.
Especially
well, that
in
makes it worthwhile.
banking. So
True.
there's
And-
no easy way out unless you cooperate with the regulation and the system, basically.
Yeah, but not even looking for an easy way out, because in finance that's obviously not going to get very far. But which regulators have been friendlier, or which regulators have been more accommodating or open-minded?
All of them open-minded, accommodating, but depends on the changing laws that are very fast and the orders that they come from the, how to say, the big banks or the corporations or the central banks. Sometimes even the regulators are confused. Because, for example, in UK, in 3 months, there were 2-3 changes for one subject. So whoever is going to take a decision in the first of the month, in the end of the month, it's already changed to a different thing. So this is a little bit still confusing on every scale and every level.
And in many jurisdictions, they don't even know what they are yet. I mean,
They follow the other. Basically, one follows the other.
True, but no regulator that I know of anyway, correct me if I'm wrong, calls them currencies. They've been called commodities, they've been called securities, they've been called foreign exchange. But do you know of any regulator that actually does regard cryptocurrencies as currency?
Depends how they look. Nobody now can say it's a currency because they are afraid of the backfire, let's say, afterwards. Because still early to determine what it is. For example, the oldest, let's say, is Bitcoin. And because it's being so volatile, nobody can say anything about it. They are still waiting.
Yeah.
And
until we know what it is, we won't really know who gets to regulate it. That's a whole separate
No,
thing.
they know who's going to regulate it, because if it is in the mass hands, the first regulator is coming from the government. Then
So
the
which
second.
part of the government? And you've got, for instance, in the US, you've got the SEC, you've got the CFTC, you've got the local state regulators, you've got the Fed doesn't regulate, but it can influence. So who?
The first point is let them decide what it is first.
That's what I'm saying. Until
Yeah.
you decide that, you don't know who's going to regulate.
No. Now they are trying to regulate it on a trading basis because it's speculative and everybody's using a trade case for it. And that's how the regulation is moving forward. And I'm pretty sure that in a couple of months they're going to come up with a solution that, oh, this is not this way, they're going to change it again. So this is confusing the market, confusing the banks, confusing. That's why banks and consortiums, they don't take decision now to move towards not even regulated or not regulated, not
Yeah.
even touching it, basically.
Yeah, no, you're so right. And the confusion is something that we've been talking about a lot here today, but also the work that's being done by the regulators and by people like yourselves who are trying to help the market to understand the potential.
I think the market itself, the mass, is more understanding than the actual regulator body, not even the person, the body, because they are on totally different cloud and the mass of the people are on different planet. So it must get close to each other at least, because now banks, for example, they don't need clients, they have the money and they charging 1,000 euros for a transaction, for example, because first they don't need the transaction, they have 1,000 euros. Secondly, they how to say, they want to move forward in a way that they are relaxed, there is no risk, and if you lose your business during that 15 days until the money arrives, it's not their loss, they made their 1,000. So this is how they are acting now.
I'd like you to join me in doing a special thanks to our panel. It was a fascinating
Thank you.
discussion. I could have gone on for ages. Thank you all very, very much.